Hey everyone, it's the Life Doctor. How are you today? I hope that your day is going well so far. I just wanted to make a really quick video and share 5 quick tips that I think can be a blessing for you if you are a parent, particularly if you are a mom. I know for me, I struggle from time to time with thinking that I'm not a good enough mom, that I could always be doing something better. Sometimes I compare myself to other moms, and that really discourages me if I feel like, man, they're really on their A game. What am I doing? And just a side note, don't compare yourself to other moms. It's probably one of the worst things you can do. But I just wanted to share these 5 tips that I think can be a blessing in helping you along your journey and helping you, as you parent your children, particularly if they are small. So the first one is be patient. I know that I struggle with being patient from time to time, but I think something that has been helpful for me is just reminding myself that my children are children. My kids are 1 and 4. And so I have to remember that they are 1 and 4. And so I have to really gauge and assess if my frustrations are appropriate or misplaced. Because if I'm getting upset over things that are being done because they are childlike, well, that's not appropriate, obviously, because they are children. So really make sure that your frustrations are appropriate and not, misplaced, because children are going to do things that children do. And I try to remind myself or think back to when I was a child and remember that their reasoning is not going to be on an adult level. And so just to remind myself of that fact will help me to, react and respond with more love and with more patience. Number 2 is be supportive. When I was in clinical practice and I would see a lot of patients who were depressed, one of the things that was pretty pervasive among that population was that there was a sense of hopelessness, a sense of not being supported, having no one and nothing to live for, really. And so you really want to make sure that you are supporting your children and they feel that you are supporting them, so that their perception is that you are supportive of them. We don't ever want our kids to be in a place where they feel like there's nobody for them, especially, there's so many things going on in schools. If you send your kids to public school or private school, I don't know, but other kids can be quite cruel, unfortunately. And so we don't want them to experience negative things out there and then come home and then feel like they're not being supported. So make sure that we are supporting our kids. Number 3, take an interest in what your kids are interested in. No matter how silly, no matter how, you know, misguided we might think their interests are, take an interest. Now, of course, over time, we're going to help guide them and help them figure out, where they should go, what they should do in life. But certainly, let's take an interest in what our kids are interested in and really get involved and help them to, it kind of goes along with being supported, help them feel like we're supporting them and that we're kind of into what they're into, and we're going along in the journey with them. Number 4, be approachable. And I think this ties into being supportive as well, because we want our kids to know that they can come to us with whatever. Even though we're going to be upset, even though we're going to get angry, we want our kids to know that they can come to us. Now, the reality is that our kids are not going to tell us every single thing, but we still want to create an atmosphere of approachability so that they feel like, well, I can go to mom even though she's going to be upset. I know she's still going to love me. And then finally, number 5, we want to make sure that we are willing to apologize. When we make mistakes, we need to be willing to say, I'm sorry. We expect no less from our children. We teach them to say, I'm sorry. It's one of the first things we teach our kids. Say, I'm sorry. Admit that you did this. Da, 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 da. So we have to hold ourselves to the same standard. There's nothing worse than, scolding a child for not admitting or fessing up to something that we've caught them in, and not and not being able to do the same ourselves. So let's set that example for them. So once again, for review, number 1 is to be patient. Number 2 is to be supportive. Number 3 is to take an interest in what your kids are interested in. Number 4, be approachable. And number 5, be willing to apologize. So I hope that this has been helpful and a blessing for you. Don't forget to rate this video and go ahead and share this video, especially with a mother who may be struggling in her journey with her children. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do so right now. It's absolutely free. And I'll see you in the next video. This is the Life Doctor. Bye.